I'm about to do your Aries July 2021 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Aries, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Aries love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Aries tarot reading for you. Now, if it's not your first time here, welcome back. I finally made it back. I was working way too much. I had to take a little bit of a break. I went from January 9th until, I don't know, the first or second week of June without a single day off. I was working 12 to 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I got to that point where I needed to take a rest. So got my energy right. I caught up on my sleep. I'm feeling way better now. So I'm back. Let's get on with this Aries love reading for you today, because today we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between the two of you, and I'm going to do that by pulling one card to represent the mutual point of interest between you. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Aries, 3 cards for your person. Then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now, this probably goes without saying at this point, but I'm going to say it anyway because I always got some wisecracker in the comments if I don't. So this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person. I'm tapping into the collective energy of the group of Aries people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for, which really just means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with every Aries on the planet, because I'm not reading for every Aries on the planet. I'm reading for my specific group of Aries people that I'm responsible for getting messages for. Now, it's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this that energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross watchers. So if you're not an Aries and you're just watching this reading because you got the hots for an Aries and you want to know what's up with them, I'm totally cool with that. Just keep in mind that especially for cross watchers, energies are pretty prone to get flipped around backwards. So you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check the videos for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos in the description down below. Now, enough yakking. Let's get on with this Aries love reading, and let's start by getting one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Aries and their romantic person of interest here at the end of July 2021. Okay, let's get 3 cards for you, Aries. What's going on with Aries as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them? Let's get 3 cards for Aries. That one's screaming at me. We're taking it. Let's get 2 more for Aries, please. Okay, let's get 3 for your person. Now, what's going on with Aries' romantic love interest as it relates to Aries and the connection between them here at the end of July 2021? Let's get 3 cards for Aries' person. Okay, got it. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, you don't say. Well, on the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the 5 of Wands. Now, this is Leo energy. 5s represent conflict. Wands are about desires, passions. This is a conflict in the desires. That's the overall energy here. This is like an internal game of tug of war where a piece of you wants this one thing, a piece of you wants this completely opposing thing, and you're pulling yourself in multiple different directions at the same time here. Now, this is either you are doing that or your person is doing that, or it's entirely possible that you want one thing, your person wants a conflicting thing, and you guys are having a tug of war kind of a battle in terms of the desires between the two of you here. That's the overall energy, some sort of a conflict in the desires. Now, the mutual point of interest. This is shared energy that is affecting both of you. So either you've said or done something and it's got your person thinking or feeling or acting this way, or they've said or done something and now you're thinking or feeling or acting this way. More often than not, this is affecting both of you in that you're both somehow feeling this energy here. And the mutual point of interest between the two of you guys for the end of July 2021, Aries, is the Three of Swords. This is, let's see, this is Libra energy. Three of Swords represents heartbreak and sadness. Now, sometimes that comes from a third party energy. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean romantic third party, as in one of you's cheating on the other one. That third party energy can literally be any energy that's not you, Aries, that's not your person. Working too much, going to school, partying too much, watching too much TV, playing too many video games, nosy people sticking their nose in it, family members. Any energy that's not you, that's not your person, can represent that third party energy. But there is some sort of heartbreaking situation going on here. Potential to have some sort of a devastating loss is affecting you both. Tell me more about this Three of Swords for Aries and their person. Why is that the mutual point of interest between Aries and their person here at the end of July 2021, please? Let's get two more on this Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. This is a card of withdrawal, isolation, closing yourself off. I just got out of Hermit mode, so I understand that completely. This is about being forced to go internal, to do some deep soul searching, some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation on something. It's about shining that inner light into the shadows to find out what's really going on so you can figure out what to do moving forward from here. Right under that, we've got Justice, the Libra Major Arcana card. This is the most powerful card of balance in the whole tarot deck. This is about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing, what's supposed to happen. The sword in the center of that card is used to sever things that aren't in balance, so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. So it looks like we got some isolation happening between the two of you, some deep contemplation, some soul searching, really trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here, how to balance all this back out so that what's supposed to happen happens and the right thing happens. I got a Page of Wands here. I was about to say I don't really know if this is connected, but then I just got goosebumps on the left side of my face. The Page of Wands is fire sign energy. Pages are messengers, and again, wands are about desires, passions. So this is news and messages of passion and desire. This is also the minor arcana version of the Fool card. It's just a more toned down version of that. Well, I'll tell you in just a second. This is about having the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something that there's a lot of passion and desire for. I don't know if that is what's needing balanced out. That's starting to look a little bit possible here. This could be a case where there was some passionate messages being delivered outside of the connection. Some passionate messages could have been uncovered. That could be what this third party energy is about. That could be what's causing the heartbreak. That could be why there's a need. Like anytime I see Justice, this is either about the right thing happening or something unjust has occurred and it's time to balance that out. We've got the Hermit, isolation. We've got internal conflict going on here. Oh shit. Right under that, we have the Eight of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is about thinking about something on a repeating loop, like grinding it over and over and over again, not being able to shut your mind up about it, not being sure what the safe step to take is here, and feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because of that. Well, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but the reason I had that funny look on my face when I said it's the minor arcana version of the Fool, keep in mind we've already seen the Hermit. when we get to your energy, you're going to see the Hermit and the Fool here. So that's kind of what I had that funny look on my face about. Now, to clarify this Three of Swords, this heartbreaking situation, possible third-party situation, possible just some third energy causing a heartbreaking scenario here. We have the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and we have the Chariot. Now, the Knight of Wands, this is the second fastest knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something there's a lot of passion and desire for. Now, another meaning to this card is sometimes this is referred to as the player of the tarot deck, like this wishy-washy, in and out, back and forth type of an energy, you know, like comes rushing in all passionately, gets what he wants, and then he rushes out and goes somewhere else all passionately and gets what he wants there, and he keeps coming back and forth, playing both sides of the fence, in and out, can't make up his damn mind. That could be what's going on. We have the Ten of Cups here. This is like the epitome of a love connection between two people. This is like two people who are happy and emotionally stable, emotionally happy, emotionally content in and of themselves, coming together into a union. That's when you're both in that Nine of Cups state where you're both happy in and of yourself and you come together. That's when the cups start to overflow, and that's how you fill this 10th cup up. But it's laying directly underneath this Three of Swords here. So I'm feeling like there could have been a devastating loss to this connection. There could be some wishy-washiness involved in this kind of a connection here, which again could be what's causing this internal conflict, what's causing this grinding in the head. Right under that, we've got the Chariot, which is the card that we're getting ready to talk about right here. This is Cancer energy. I guess I didn't mention this is Pisces energy. The Chariot is the fastest moving energy in the whole tarot deck. It's about very fast forward movement into success and victory. Really, it's about using the will to move forward in success and victory. Using the will to move past any problems or challenges or obstacles from the past. Using the will to get past all of that into success and victory very quickly. So we've got two really fast moving energies here. I'm not saying 100% that somebody's a player and they're wishy-washy and in and out and playing more than one person. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying at all yet that this is a definite third-party scenario. This could just be telling me that there's a lot of passion and desire in this connection. There's this withdrawal, isolation right now while things are trying to be balanced back out in terms of this internal conflict and the being stuck in your head about it. This could just be saying this is a powerful connection between the two of you guys, and you're trying to get past whatever this heartbreaking situation is here. I'm hoping that this becomes a little bit more clear as we move along in the reading. We'll revisit this multiple times, I'm sure. We always do. Now, that's the mutual energy between the two of you. Aries, your energy for July 2021, or the end of July 2021, is the Hermit, the Fool, and the King of Swords. Again, Hermit, we've already seen that right here on the bottom of the deck. Virgo energy, withdrawal, isolation, being forced to go internal, to do some soul searching, some contemplation, some inner reflection, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. Tell me more about the Hermit for Aries, please. Why is this Hermit card here in Aries energy for the end of July 2021 as it relates to their person in this connection? Let's get one more on this Hermit card, please. Oh. Taking two. Damn, you just can't make this stuff up. I don't know which of those came out first, so I'm taking them both together here. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups, Pisces energy. This is a decision-making energy. This is someone who is in touch with his emotions. He's emotionally balanced, emotionally stable. No matter how rough and choppy the waters get around the King of Cups, he's able to maintain his calm, his composure. He doesn't let his emotions get the best of him. He doesn't let his emotions cloud his judgment. He consults his emotions when he makes his decision. He even consults his intuition when he makes his decisions. He's a highly intuitive person. This is someone, though, who doesn't necessarily publicly broadcast the way he feels. He doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. This signifies that there is a lot of love and emotions, at least from your end, in this connection. I mean, clearly we've got the Ten of Cups here. But if this is representing you, this telling me that you may not necessarily be expressing yourself and how you really feel about what's going on. If this is representing your person and they're just showing up in your energy, they are also not necessarily representing or expressing to you how they feel about what's going on here. Now, to clarify this Hermit card, we got the Five of Wands, which we've already seen as the overall energy. We've got the Six of Cups, and then we got two more fives, the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups. Fives represent conflict, and I just got 3 of the 4 fives right here, clarifying your very first card in your energy. Again, this is the overall energy of the reading. It's an internal conflict, a conflict in your desires. You're playing this mental game of tug of war with yourself, where a piece of you wants this thing, a piece of you wants this opposing thing, and you're having an internal struggle pulling yourself in multiple directions at the same time, which can definitely land you in hermit mode, where you're doing all this deep inner reflection, trying to figure this thing out here, trying to figure out what to do moving forward, because currently you're probably stuck in your head, grinding on what to do, not sure what to do, not sure what the safe step to take is, and feeling stuck. Now, the next card in your energy is the Six of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. This is the card of the past. It's reminiscing about the past, thinking about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way things used to be. Ooh, massive goosebumps. This can represent someone from the past making a comeback. This could just represent that while you're in hermit mode, you're internally conflicted, thinking about the past, thinking about how good it used to be in the past, wanting to figure out how to get it back to that because of this Three of Swords energy, this heartbreak that's happening right now. I'm positive that's happening right now. We've got the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups here. The Five of Swords, okay, well, if we're taking the Five of Cups first, we're going backwards from the 6 to the 5. So in this thinking about the past, there is some painful situation, looks like currently happening, that's got you experiencing sadness and remorse about the past. You're focused on these 3 cups here that have been spilled out, all the love and emotions that have been spilled out, all that time, effort, and energy that's been spilled out and wasted. And in the meanwhile, you're not focused on these 2 upright, completely full cups right behind you. That's the Two of Cups, the love connection. This is about where your focus is, controlling your focus. And that's the advice of this card. Pay very special attention to where you're putting your focus. You have to dictate to your focus where it's going to go. You cannot let your focus dictate to you where it's going to go. Because when your focus dictates to you where it's going to go, you end up focusing on the past. And when you focus on the past, you feel the way you felt in the past. If you focus on something that you feel is missing from your life, something that you don't have anymore, you're going to feel that loss. You're going to feel that gap in your life. And that can cause you to miss what you can be grateful for. It can cause you to miss an opportunity in this connection, an opportunity to use your will to move past these problems and challenges that you're experiencing right now, this painful situation, this internal conflict. You're definitely in hermit mode contemplating these types of things here. We've got a Five of Swords here. This is Scorpio energy. So I've got 2 Scorpio cards in a row here. For some readers, this King of Cups can represent Scorpio. For me, it's usually Pisces, but it's entirely possible you're dealing with the Scorpio. I've got 2 Scorpio cards there. I've got 2 Pisces cards here. So you could be dealing with either one. You could literally be dealing with any sign. I'm just going to call out all the ones that prominently stick out to me, just in case that has any meaning for you. This Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. This, again, fives are conflict. Swords are about communications. They're about thoughts. So this can be a conflict in communications, like bickering, arguing, fussing, fighting, using words like weapons, using tongues like swords to cut each other. This can represent a conflict in thinking, as in having negative thoughts here. If you're dwelling on the past, if you're focused on the past and you're feeling all these negative energies here that are heartbreaking and sad, that could definitely be a conflict in your thinking. Now, this can also just represent a painful situation. So clearly it's a painful situation. I can see that from the cards, and I'm starting to feel that a little bit here. So the next card in your energy for the end of July 2021, Aries, is the Fool. Card 0 of the Major Arcana. It's the first card of the Major Arcana, the first card of the whole tarot deck. That 0 represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything, all at the same time. This card is about taking the leap of faith on something. It's about not needing to know what all the steps are from beginning to end before you take that first step. Not needing to know what the outcome is going to be before you take that first step. It's about going, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to jump off the cliff and I'll worry about how to grow wings on my way down. It's about just going for it. Tell me more about this Fool card for Aries, please. Why is the Fool here? Okay. Get one more on this Fool card for Aries, please. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. This is Capricorn energy. This is usually not a good energy. This is usually a very heavy, sometimes toxic energy. This can be obsession. This can be addiction. This can be any number of bad things. This can be like a feeling of being trapped by something, feeling like you can't escape something. Right under that, we've got the 7 of Pentacles, Taurus energy. This is a period of you pausing to reflect and take stock of this whole situation, take stock of this connection that you're involved in here. And what you're doing is looking at the seeds that have been planted here, and you're trying to decide, is this going to grow into that 10 of Pentacles that I really want? Is this worth me putting in, you know, my investment here, putting in all my work, my time, my effort, my energy? Is it worth all of that? Or is this a spot where maybe it's not going to pan out because of whatever this toxicity is here, and you contemplating possibly cutting your losses and moving on? It's that period of time where you're pausing to contemplate those types of things. That's probably what you're doing in hermit mode. That's probably where this 5 of Wands internal conflict is being stuck in your head. Definitely thinking about the past, trying to decide, is this even worth it anymore? Another meaning for this Fool card can sometimes represent risky behavior, as in taking risks that are unnecessary, even taking risks outside of a connection here. I'm not saying that it's you doing that, although for some of the Aries people watching it, and it might be different for you than the very next Aries that shows up to watch it. It's possible that that's going on. It's also possible that your person took some risks outside of the connection, and this is just showing up in your energy because it's affecting you. I'm not feeling so much like it's you taking this leap of faith here and let's just go for it and we'll worry about it as we move on. We got too much to worry about here. We've got you in that state of looking over this. It looks like you are in a state of being single right now. We've got this 9 of Pentacles Virgo energy here. This is the singles card. With you, without you, or in spite of you. I'm single, I'm abundant, I'm prosperous in my own right. It looks like something unjust has occurred. Yeah. Saw this earlier with that Page of Wands, was right with the Justice card. This is about trying to balance out something that wasn't just, trying to make it so that the things that are out of balance are cut away so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. And that's related to this Page of Wands, news and messages of passion and desire, or taking the first steps down a new path towards something there's passion and desire for. I've got this Knight of Wands here. I've got the Fool here. This is the minor arcana version of the Fool. Got a King of Wands here. This is a very charming, good-looking, sexual type person who knows what he wants, goes after it with bold, passionate, fiery determination, doesn't take no for an answer. To clarify this Fool, we got the Seven of Swords, we got the Hanged Man, we got the Six of Wands. Now, the Seven of Swords got a few meanings. The first one is trying to get away with something, lying, cheating, stealing, deceptive behavior. Three of Swords is the mutual interest between you. Feeling like your person took some risks outside of this connection. Or it's possible that you took risks outside of the connection. Again, general reading, don't shoot the messenger. I'm sure for you it's one way. For some other Aries that shows up to watch this, it's the other way. So just take it however it resonates for you. But somebody here was being sneaky, doing some stuff they weren't supposed to do, trying to get away with it. I'm thinking they got caught. I'll tell you why in a second. We got the Hanged Man next, Pisces energy. This is progress being halted. No forward movement, things being stuck. They're at a standstill. The Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's trying to look at things from a different perspective than he normally would. Different points of view, different angles than he would normally look at things from. And he's doing that because he's trying to gain enlightenment. He's trying to figure something out, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. Again, seeing you in this Hermit energy here, trying to figure something out, shining that inner light, doing some contemplation here. Again, got you in that period of contemplating things, and it's looking like you're single right now, trying to figure out how to balance this back out, or whether it can be balanced back out. Final card to clarify the Fool is the Six of Wands, Leo energy. This is a card of recognition, as in you being recognized for something, or you coming to some sort of a recognition, as in recognizing something, either about yourself, about your person, about this connection, about the Fool energy of risk-taking, about this sneaky behavior, about this Three of Swords, about the internal conflict that you're having. You're recognizing something, and that recognition is allowing you to move forward in success and victory. Final card in your energy, Aries, is the King of Swords, Gemini energy. This is the chief decision maker of the tarot deck. He's very smart, very logical, very analytical, very rational and reasonable. He's emotionally detached, though. He does not consult his emotions when he's making his decisions. He's only interested in the truth and the facts of the matter. And he's going to use the truth and the facts of the matter to come to the best, most logical, most rational, most fair decision for everyone involved. Tell me more about this King of Swords for Aries, please. Oh. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. Knights are action takers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions related to love and emotions. It can be romantic gestures, romantic offers, love offer going in, love offer coming out. Five of Pentacles under that, Taurus energy. This is a card of abandonment. This is about being cast aside. This is about being left out in the cold. Possibly feeling like you're not good enough. This is a breakup card. That's why you're stuck in your head grinding on it. There's that Eight of Swords again. Gemini energy. Thinking about it on the repeating loop in your mind. Can't get your mind to stop. You're not sure what the safe step to take is here. It's almost like you're trying to logically and rationally decide based on the facts that you see right in front of you whether this love offer with this person is even doable, or whether it's time to abandon this here. And you're stuck grinding about it, feeling stuck. To clarify the King of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords. We have the World. We have the Eight of Cups. Man, pretty clear. Ace of Swords is the sword of victory. It's the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. You've had some sort of a recognition that's given you some clarity. You see it for what it is now, and you have disconnected your emotions from this. You're looking at the truth and the facts of the matter, and you're going to make your decision about what to do here based only on what you can see right in front of you. Not the emotions that you feel, not the story behind what's going on, just the facts. This is also the sword you would use to make a decision with. It's the sword that the King of Swords wields. He's the chief decision maker in the deck. This is also the sword that you would use to sever a relationship with. Next we have the World. This is the final card of the Major Arcana. We've already seen the Fool in your energy, the very first card of the Major Arcana. So we have a complete cycle here. I just got goosebumps really bad on top of my... I didn't realize I still have my sunglasses on now. This represents the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. It looks like you have made a decision to sever this connection, to end this cycle and start over somewhere new. Final card to clarify that King of Swords for you, Aries, is the Eight of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is a card of detachment. We just talked about he is emotionally detached, disconnected from his emotions. This can represent emotional detachment. This can represent physical detachment, as in physically walking away from someone. The person in this card is walking away from 8 full cups of love. Now, most people could go their whole life on 8 cups of love, but not you. That's not good enough for you. You realize that there is something more for you out there. There's something better for you than what you currently have out there. This is about making that conscious decision. Like, this is definitely a decision. It's a conscious choice to walk away from these 8 cups, to go down a brand new path that leads you toward your own emotional fulfillment, your own happiness. You're walking away from this, going off in search of your 9th and your 10th cup. And that looks like why the heartbreaking situation is happening for you. It looks like you recognize that your person was sneaking around doing some stuff that they probably shouldn't have. You've spent some time in hermit mode, going over all of this, pulling yourself in all these different directions, focusing on the past, what all the love that's been dumped out here. It looks like at least you believed you had the 10 of Cups with them. And now it's looking like you don't feel that way anymore. In fact, it's looking like you're not really feeling a whole lot of anything right now. You're just swinging the sword, you're severing this, you're putting an end to this cycle, and you're walking away, going off in search of what's going to bring you your happiness. Again, general reading, energies can totally get flipped around backwards, especially for cross watchers, so just take it however it resonates for you. That's your energy. Let's take a look at your person's energy here, because in their energy for the end of July 2021, Aries, they have the Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man, and Strength. This Knight of Swords, Knights again are action takers. This is the fastest moving knight in the deck. This is about rushing forward and speaking the truth about something. It's also about rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action on something. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords for Aries person, please. Thought one flipped over there for a second. Okay, we're taking an extra one. Shit. Bottom of the deck. 5 of Pentacles. Again, Taurus energy, card of abandonment. This is about being cast aside. This is about being left out in the cold, abandoned, thrown away like a piece of trash. Potentially feeling like they're not good enough for you. 8 of Swords again, stuck in their head, grinding on it. I'm feeling more like this is your energy showing up in theirs. Although I'm just going to read it to you and let you decide how it resonates for you. So just take it however it resonates. But we're clarifying the Knight of Swords, rushing forward, speaking the truth, taking rapid, decisive action as it relates to a breakup. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and then these two came out together, the Moon and the 9 of Swords. This 7 of Pentacles, we've already seen it. It's that Taurus energy, that period of pausing to reflect and contemplate all of this. Is this going to grow into the 10 of Pentacles that I want? Or is this not going to pan out the way I want to? Should I invest here? Should I reinvest here? Should I put in the time, effort, and energy into this? Or should I just cut my losses and move on? We have the 4 of Swords. This is the minor arcana version of this Hermit card that's in your energy here. Now, in the Hermit energy, you kind of get forced into that. It's not really a choice. Something happens and it puts you into Hermit mode. In the 4 of Swords, this is a choice. This is about choosing to take a pause, to take a rest, to take a break. Choosing to go internal, to heal something. Choosing to go internal to do some thinking about something. Trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. Your person, this is kind of conflicting energy, which makes sense because the overall energy of the reading is the 5 of Wands, that internal conflict. We've got them wanting to move very quickly, but then at the same time, there's this pause. There's this pause 2 times here, contemplating, thinking. So that doesn't really mesh with the whole Knight of Swords, like decisive action type of thing here. We got the Moon and the 9 of Swords. Both of these cards represent fears, worries, anxiety. We've already seen that 8 of Swords. We're escalating up to the 9 of Swords. If the 8 of Swords is thinking about it on a repeating loop because you're not really sure what to do and you're feeling stuck, this is worse than that. This is mental anguish. This is thinking about it so much that it's physically stressing your person out. Afraid to face the situation. Could be losing sleep, having nightmares, having trouble eating. It's affecting their life in an actual way here because they're thinking about it with so much anxiety and fear and worry behind their thinking. Again, the Moon's also fears, worries, and anxieties. This also represents something being hidden in the dark, as in some secret being kept. So again, I have more reason to believe that your person was doing something that they should not have been doing. Starting to really feel like this 3 of Swords, third energy involvement here. It looks like it was a third party. I've got the Fool. I've got the 7 of Swords. I've got you walking away. The next card in your person's energy, Aries, is the Hanged Man. Pisces energy, this is progress being halted. No forward movement. We've already seen that in your energy. There's a lot of mirroring going on here. Things being stagnant. There is no forward movement right now. Tell me more about the Hanged Man, please. Why is the Hanged Man here for Aries person? Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Wands. Sagittarius energy. Second fastest moving energy in the deck. We've seen the fastest energy in the deck with the Chariot. This is the second fastest energy. Third fastest energy is this Knight of Swords. So we've got a lot. Fourth fastest energy is this Knight of Wands. We've got the 4 fastest moving energies in the whole tarot deck all out here. So I have a feeling that whatever happened wasn't like planned out. It just happened, and it happened like right now happened. like instantly. This is like trying to look at things from a different perspective, different point of view, different angle than they would normally look at things, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. This can represent a lot of energy coming at your person all at once, like trying to take a drink out of a fire hose. This, again, wands are about passions and desires. This can represent rapid, back and forth, passionate communication. I've seen that page of wands a couple of times, news and messages of passion and desire. I don't know for certain that your person actually cheated, but I would say at the very least they were exchanging passionate messages with someone, and you came to a recognition about that. Like, you found that out. I don't know how far it went. I just know that they have a secret that they're keeping, and they're incredibly worried about that secret. To clarify this Hanged Man, no forward movement, no progress. Trying to figure out what to do moving forward. We've got the Two of Cups. We've got the Ace of Cups. We've got the Star. Two of Cups is a love connection between two people. This is Cancer energy. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it's a two. And that represents needing to make a choice. I've got goosebumps so bad. I'm feeling the emotions of this. It's like sadness. Got a choice to make in this love connection. Next we have the Ace of Cups. New beginning in love and emotions, but what I'm really feeling, this could represent starting over from square one. But if you notice, we're going from 2 cups, this connection, down to 1 cup. Not a connection, this is an individual cup. The final card we have to clarify the Hanged Man is the Star, Aquarius energy. This is a card of healing, it's a card of hope, sometimes a card of wish fulfillment. It's card 17 of the major arcana. It's a card that comes immediately after the Tower, so you don't ever make it to the Star without going through a Tower moment first. So this is usually the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the way for you after a Tower moment happens. Once it all comes crashing down and there's that big cloud of smoke where you can't see the way forward from here, where you don't know what you're supposed to do from here, you can't find your path. This is the light that lights the way for you. This is where your healing comes from, it's where your hope comes from. In a love reading like this can signify your person viewing you as a gift from the universe, viewing you as the one. And there's no progress in this connection. If anything, it looks like it's going backwards, and they're trying to cling on to the hope that something can be done to fix this. You guys can use the will to move forward past this problem, past this challenge, and get back into success and victory, and get back to this 10 of Cups that you had. At least that's what it looks like from your person's point of view. From your end of the energy, it looks like you're not even thinking about the emotions anymore. You're not interested in the story behind what went on. You're just looking at the facts. And the facts of the matter is, they had a secret. They were exchanging, at the very least, passionate messages. You recognized that. You caught them doing something sneaky that they were trying to get away with. You caught them taking a risk in your connection. And it looks like you are having none of that, and you're bringing the sword down, ending this connection, and walking away from it. The final card in your person's energy for the end of July 2021, Aries, Strength. Leo energy. Every time I see this card, it tells me that your person has been through something incredibly difficult to deal with, some difficult situation that's required them to dig down deep and tap into their internal strength in order to make it through. Tell me more about this strength card for Aries person, please. One more, please. No? Let's get one more for the strength card, please. Got one flip over in here. Hang on one second. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands, Sagittarius energy again. Rapid back and forth, passionate communication. This can be rapid forward movement, rapid forward progress on something they have a lot of passion and desire for. This could just be representing that this difficult thing that they've been through that's required all this internal strength, it has been a lot of energy coming at them all at once. Very hard to deal with that. To clarify strength, we have the 3 of Wands. We got the Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Swords, and the King of Swords. This 3 of Wands is Aries energy. This is about being at the beginning stages of manifesting something. Like the card right before this is the 2 of Wands. That's like a fork in the road. It's a decision point about which path leads me to the world that I want, and which path do I need to leave behind to get there. Well, in the 3 of Wands, that decision has already been made. They've already taken the steps down the path they've chosen. And now they're just waiting on the ramifications of that decision that they've made. They're waiting on that to materialize in the physical 3D reality. It just hasn't quite happened yet. So this is usually an energy of waiting on something with this positive expectancy that something good is coming their way. We see them having the hope that this can be healed. We see them like wanting to use the will to move past all of this, wanting to come rushing forward toward you with all this passion and desire, still wanting this 10 of Cups with you, still wanting this connection with you. But they're waiting, and it's taking a lot to get through that. I'm positive they're waiting. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, the divine timing. This is sometimes the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny. So this could be a fated event. This could be a change in the luck for your person, a change in the luck and fortune of this connection. If things were going good, which it looks like they were, this is the wheel spinning the other way, and now shit's in disarray. Goosebumps like crazy. It's actually hot in here. I was contemplating turning the air conditioner up before I started this reading, and I keep getting goosebumps. I'm not cold at all. I'm feeling like I'm sweating. This can be the universe turning that wheel in the background, trying to make sure that things line up the way they're supposed to, so that what's supposed to happen actually does happen. This could just be like your person's waiting. Timing is not what they want it to be, but they don't have any control of the timing here. What's going to happen is going to happen, and it's going to happen when it's going to happen, and there's not a damn thing they can do about it. In the meantime, they're in this 8 of Swords Gemini energy, thinking about this whole thing on this repeating loop in their mind. Not sure what to even do anymore, and feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because of it. It's a self-imposed mental prison of their own thoughts, which this feels like they did this, and they did this to themselves. They did it to you, but they did it to themselves too. And we've got the King of Swords. The last card here in their energy, in terms of clarifiers, was the last card in your energy in terms of the first cards that I got out. It's that decision-making energy. The King of Swords doesn't take any shit, that's for sure. He's not interested in the story behind what's going on. He doesn't care about how you feel about the situation. He's only concerned with the truth, with the facts of the matter. and you caught them red-handed. They're worried, stuck in their head grinding about it, because you saw. He sees everything. He knows what's going on around him. He doesn't miss any of the details. So this is you. And they're in a bad spot right now because they're waiting on your decision about what to do. They have no control over the timing of that. There's actually nothing they can do about any of it. And they're just stuck in their head about it, feeling like basically like their life is on hold right now until you make your decision here. And the decision you make is going to be a fair one. It's going to be a just decision. And it's going to be based entirely on the truth and the facts of the matter. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Aries love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.